Hi, Aaron Perry here. Welcome back to Rockvox. Today we are going to be analysing a song called Tones and I, or is the artist Tones and I?
Let's do that again. The artist is Tones and I. The name of the song is Dance Monkey.
Oh, okay. So we're going to be analysing a song from Tones and I. The song is Dance Monkey.
We got a request for Tones and I from user named Mariel4871. The user asked, very interesting voice, is it healthy? So before we even listen to it, I can say that talking about is a sound healthy without actually having any input from the artist is always going to be a lot of guesswork. But we can comment on what we hear. So sometimes the most aggressive, crazy sounds can actually be done healthily. Other times everything might sound fine, but hurts like hell for the singer to do. Let's go ahead and listen to a bit of the first verse and then a bit of the chorus. So it starts with...
They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. Take your hand, my dear, and place them both in mine. You know.
So I think that's the basic sound. What do you hear?
I hear a little bit of a delayed onset from time to time.
Mm-hmm. So a bit of air before starting the note. Okay. So to me, it's got a soft character, which would be a neutral mode in CVT. Hey, sort of thing, with a very light sound color. So I would say the most distinctive feature of the sound of these two lines of the first verse and in general of her singing is the very, very light sound color. So it's that...
They say, oh my God.
They say, oh my God. Very high larynx, a lot of twang, very broad tongue, very smiley, very, very light sound color, as said. And then, as for details, I also hear some vocal breaks.
Yeah.
So she switches sometimes from engaged, neutral, to falsetto.
Take your hand, my dear, and place them both in mine.
Mine! And also sometimes inside the phrase, a little bit more subtle, but...
Take your hand, my dear, and place them...
My dear! So, a lot of vocal breaks, very light sound color, and neutral.
Yeah, I hear all of those things too. I also hear the delayed onset there. And just to engage with the question that the person asked, is it healthy? Probably, yeah. But I could also understand why you might hear this piece of singing and think, is this healthy? Because you do hear some almost some conflicting things happening. You hear a lot of airflow, you hear a lot of lightness, and every now and then you hear a delayed onset, and then a little bit of a full quality will break through. So I can totally understand why someone might think this could be unhealthy. But to be honest, that's about all that really jumps out at me when I hear it.
I think the question was also aimed at a part we didn't get to yet, and that's the chorus.
Yeah, maybe.
So let's listen to a bit of the chorus.
Ooh, I see you every time. And oh my, I like your style. You make me wanna cry.
So, in general, I would say the approach is very similar, and why I'm saying that the user might be the commenter, YouTube user, might be a bit thinking about that part is the rough vocal effect. We hear a little bit of rattle, arytenoid rattle there. So
Ooh, I see.
this sort of ooh, ah, and arytenoid rattle can be done totally safely and healthily. We have actually had a scientist as a guest on our channel who has done, who wrote a paper on a 14-year, if I'm not wrong, longitudinal study of rough vocal effects with 20 singers who have used these effects daily, including arytenoid rattle. And over time, not only have none of them gotten injured, their vocal health actually got better. They were perfectly healthy, and their self-perceived how their voice works got better over time, which means they got more precise with their technique and everything. So the final answer, personally, I don't hear anything unhealthy in this. How does the singers feel singing this is a totally different question. Mm-hmm. As I said, sometimes you might have no rough effects, no delayed onsets, no nothing, but the singer gets nodules on tour. So it's impossible to know for sure without actually knowing how the singer feels about that. But to me, I don't necessarily hear anything that sounds troubling.
No.
That would indicate a likely issue.
It also underlines quite nicely the different point of focus that we have as teachers compared to maybe someone else who's maybe not a teacher. When we hear a voice like this, if they're having problems, wouldn't necessarily go straight for the effect. Maybe take the effect away first and see if that helps. If that doesn't help, then I would definitely... I think no matter which way you turn, it comes back to a support issue eventually. If there is some kind of discomfort or some fatigue in the voice, you can usually find issues with support somewhere along those lines. And it's probably would be my first focus if the person singing this song came to me and said, this song really tires me out or makes me hoarse. I would look at that first.
Let's talk about how to get these sounds. First of all, for neutral, sing relatively softly in terms of volume. We usually, to find neutral, advise singers to loosen up their jaw. Start with a loose jaw. Hey! And basically sing softly. So,
They say, oh my...
They say, oh my God. So that's just to get neutral.
Also,
then for the sound color.
For the sound color, I would encourage you to maintain this loose jaw, keep the volume back, and if I find my ba, use a childlike approach, a childlike sound. If you can use that as an imaginary la 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 auditive direction, that will certainly help. Raising the larynx.
Yep, raising the larynx. So you could think of it as Aaron said, speaking like a very small child. Another trick that I sometimes use is panting like a large dog versus a small dog. Just to find how to move the larynx. So if you have panting like a large dog, that will be a low larynx, or a higher larynx, small dog. So if we keep that small dog and we have that,
They say, oh my God.
they say, oh my God, I see the way. So yeah, it's going to be very light sound color.
I really like that tip. I don't recall ever hearing that one before. So
yeah,
I like that.
I'm not sure where I picked it up. I did hear it somewhere. No. And then for vocal breaks, I think we've covered that in several other videos, but to give a quick tip for vocal breaks, basically let go of the support energy very quickly. So we have that letting go of support will give you that voice break.
Yeah, and it could be a good tool to change, just practice it without the words, just changing the vowel, going from R to E. Just adjusting the volume a little bit on the R a bit louder. E, R, E, yeah.
Yeah, exactly what she does. She because the word is shine. And then for rattle, imitating a crow. Ah! Yeah, you're a crow, and the wings usually help. Ah! So we have that.
Love it.
So if you need any further tips for how to get this, don't hesitate to contact us. You have the links for our contact in the video description, and you can book a lesson with us.
You can indeed. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to share it with your friends and your family on social media. And if you have any suggestions for other songs or singers that we could analyze in the upcoming videos, please write those in the comment section down below. And subscribe if you haven't already. And take care of yourselves. And we'll see you next time.
See you next time.